Brodes Media.
I knew the Mets sucked. I knew it! This was a must-win game. You can't lose to those scumbags. A must-win late June game. Those pieces of trash, the last thing you can let them do is stumble into your ballpark when they've been getting plastered, straight up bent over by every team they've seen over the last, 7 games prior to coming into South Philly? Can't lose. Can't lose. And the Phillies pummeled them twice. Hey, congratulations, Lindor. Whoop-de-damn-do. You can hit a ball off Lazar. So can I! He stinks! So really, they got shut out. And with my logic, they got shut out game 1 because Taijuan Walker doesn't exist either. You know, the Lazars, well, he exists, but any stat that comes off of Taijuan Walker should be eliminated from baseball history because he's a bum. So when you face our bums, fine, whatever. Go celebrate and do your little stupid little dance on second base. Here's the truth. Kyle Schwarber is an animal. What a tone setter. Because this game could have went off the tracks when Edmundo Sosa gets picked off at second. Oh, my God. That was gut-wrenching. That made me sick. How? How do you do that? How do you get picked off there? It's unacceptable. That's what I was thinking in the moment. And it pissed me off that Rojas couldn't put the butt down prior to even put this team in that situation. But then Sosa becomes a damn superstar. And again, it doesn't happen unless Kyle Schwarber walks up to the dish and says, yo, fellas, I got your back. Hey, let me send a nuke to right field. Let me give us a nice 1-0 lead. Kemp, I'll add on to that, bitch. And then Sosa made up for it with a pimp job opposite field. How many feet did that go? 500? He was a machine after the mistake on the base paths. That's how you make up for it, dude. He had a double. He had the bomb. He had an infield single earlier in the game. He was rocking. He was feeling himself so much and grooving that he did a very unnecessary, nonchalant slide with a very basic ground ball to his left at second base just because, ho-hum, I'm in my bag. I'm feeling hot. Why not? Busted a move. You can do whatever you want if you're going to perform like that. Just, please, don't make the mistake because I thought that was going to kill you. And you'd be lying as a Phillies fan if you thought for some reason that wouldn't backfire. You get traffic on the bases, the bottom of your lineup before you can pull Trey Turner up to the plate and Kyle Schwarber up to the plate. That's prime real estate. That's what it's all about, baby. It's getting the bottom guys on so that when you flip the order over, you got Trey swinging a hot stick. You got Boom swinging a hot stick. You got Nicky Nipples doing whatever he wants out there. He's Nicky Nipples because of him ripping his shirt off in right field in Miami, by the way. It makes sense, I promise. I'm not just some sicko, okay? Nicky Nipples doing what he wants. And how dare I wait 4 minutes, 5 minutes to give Jesus Luzardo appreciation. He's all over the place right now. I don't really know on a game-by-game situation with him where exactly he is and what I'm going to get. But that was a sharp 6 2/3. Pete Alonso lost, confused. Juan Soto, maybe he's too busy flirting with JT behind the dish. By the way, worst broadcast in Major League Baseball history? That was horrible. That was pathetically bad. Now, I understand people hate the in-game conversations with players and whatever, but I don't give a damn about Brandon Marsh's beard and who's picking up your clothes in your apartment when you're talking to Bohm. It was stupid. And how many times did they have to give us a stupid story about Juan Soto and JT talking every pitch? Oh, it was honestly one of the saddest broadcasts in Major League Baseball history. That's how bad I thought it was. And it ruins what an important Sunday night baseball game, what it was. I actually was excited for this to be on the main stage. I was pumped. I normally like my games at 1 o'clock on Sunday, but because of the situation, the division, it was on the line. Two teams coming into this series tied. One team gets blown out on Friday. The other team gets blown out on Saturday. This was lining up to be a fun, hey, you know, your eyes are glued on this Sunday night game. JT, Soto, since they came into the league. Shut up! Luzardo, though. I was a little afraid that we were going to have to deal with the Peterson, who was just shoving. I tried telling everybody he's not that good. Take that ERA and shove it right up your ass. Seriously. Shove it right up there as high as it can go. He's not that great. Make him pay. And once they got to that inning, they unleashed, put up the crooked number, and there was no looking back. I got to give them a lot of credit. It was a phenomenal bounce back for this group, considering Saturday was a bad effort. And I wanted to see if you guys would have toughness, if you guys would show up to the ballpark with an arrogance, if Luzardo, coming off of a rougher start with the lights shining bright and being on the big stage, if he was going to handle that, knowing that it's been uncomfortable, knowing that everybody's talking about how it's bizarre that he is struggling in starts as badly as he was. That was gross from him. He looked to be that nasty dog. And with the way this bullpen is so thin, you needed it. You see where Romano is at this point. You see his new role. My favorite part of the game, was it Kyle Schwarber going first to home? Oh, my God. Just this overweight, if you will, with all due respect, jolly fella just trotting around. They're showing him moving his feet as fast as possible. The ball's in the outfield. He's just chugging along, humming along, trying his best to get to home. There's nothing better than watching him trot, whether it's because he just hit a bomb and now he's just enjoying the bases, or it's because he's got to run hard. That was after he stays at first. Trey tags up. You got some small ball in there with Bohm, sending it out to right field to Juan Soto. Trey tags up and utilizes his speed. You got contributions from everybody. Kemp. Kemp could play. I got 4 texts at once when Kemp delivered, and it said, he better not be going down. I said, don't worry about it. He's going to be a platoon out in left field when Bryce Harper comes back. But truth be told, I don't even know what the hell's going on with Bryce. Every time he speaks, whether it was with the broadcast tonight, whether it was the Philadelphia media 2 days ago, whether it was Rob Thompson talking about his swings, whether it's Dave Dombrowski sort of foreshadowing the future here over the next week, everything sounds dim to me. Everything sounds worrisome to me. I don't think anybody knows what's going on. I think they're going to a lot of doctors. They're realizing there's no structural damage, but why is there inflammation? There seems to be confusion on why it has the inflammation and what they can do to prevent it to have discomfort. And I'm scared. Now, I've been scared about many of other things and was proven wrong. If there's one guy who can find a way to power through and still be a juggernaut, it's Bryce. But what I keep coming back to is, one, it doesn't really matter what he looks like the second he gets back on the field. It's how it looks 2.5 weeks after he gets back onto the field. Because he's going to be spry. He's going to feel pain-free when he gets his first 6, 7, 8 at-bats, I hope. But it's how does it respond to the aggressive swings and trying to attack and trying to do damage. But it's not only that, it's, are we just going to get the Bryce Harper that we got prior to him hitting the 10-day IL? A good but not great Bryce Harper. And maybe it doesn't matter if everybody else produces the way everybody else has been producing. Because Marsh has kicked it into gear. Bohm has kicked it into gear. Casty, while it's not a right-handed power bat, has been hitting fine. Trey is what he has been this year, which is consistently getting on base and getting a lot of hits. So if that's all flowing and you get a good Bryce Harper added to that, maybe you don't need him to be the superhero wearing the cape and it all just gels. And a good Bryce Harper just adds another element and another layer.